come to you on the most auspicious of eves. It's the night before the 20, what year is it? 24 election. And I wanted to say, ooh, run a stress test. No, don't stress is what I was going to say. Run a stress test. One of our authors and good friends of mine, Tim McNeely with Dental Wealth Nation, talks about your wealth and finances, running stress test on it. And I gotta be honest, I didn't come on here to talk about what everyone's freaking out about, because either way, Jesus is still king, no matter who wins tomorrow. But I am running a stress test on this stuff, and I'll let you know. I've been saying it for years. Some of you think it's hokey, but if you test it once a week, you'll realize when stuff goes wrong, not before the episode starts. And one of my friends, whom I'm helping launch her show, who's been in TV for 25 years, should be happy to know that I just talked to Restream. And the reason I'm doing it is because we have another great guest tomorrow. You might recognize her from General Hospital, and I'm excited to interview her. Andy, if you see this, I'm excited to have you on, and I'm just testing everything out right now. Like, legit, ran into a problem. I gotta be honest, LinkedIn's acting a fool. Just, it's been over an hour. I'm supposed to be having dinner, and I thought it would take 5 or 10 minutes. I'll come on here and play a joke and say I'm doing this broadcast for some political thing. Don't be stressed. Ran into the stress test. It was a good play on words, and I ended up talking to support for the last 45 minutes, and it turns out that if you check Down Detector, there's been a lot. Oh, interesting. I just put two and two together. There's a lot of people all over the world using social media, and there might be an issue. Anyway, it's streaming live on Facebook. Let's check Twitter. Twitter, Twitch, LinkedIn, multiple Facebook groups, something else. And LinkedIn normally isn't an issue as long as you re-authenticate it every 30 to 60 days. You just go click, click. You know how software is. And that's all well and good. But for some reason, it's probably the worst it's ever been. It usually resolves itself pretty quick. That's why I was like, I don't really want to get into a support deal, but I want it working. Where is the profile, and is it streaming to Twitter? Twitch, I don't think there's ever been an issue, but it's not a main thing. Oh, here it is. Oh, no kidding. Live on X. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 political things, and us. So is this on all of X, or is this just like because I'm live? It's working, though. So do a stress test. It's the same thing I talk about with the books. When you're publishing your book, before you send it to print, do a stress test. Like, make sure the colors match, make sure the fonts are cool. I could tell you stories, but yeah, and I've told people this for years, from stage, from trainings, from me rambling on about God knows what from here, and it's not rocket science. You turn it on as if you're going to do an episode, and it's either going to all work or all not, or maybe something in between. And you do this 24 hours to a week in advance, or a couple of days. We test our stuff once a week, most of the time. Gotta lean forward. That thing's annoying the hell out of me. It took another 15 minutes to get that straight because I didn't want to change my shirt. Which would have been quicker. So don't get all caught up in the tech, because honestly, there's so many solutions that, like, literally the video and the lighting, I didn't want to put the full garb on, and it's actually causing more issues. The black in any video is going to be harder to light because it's dark. And I remember asking my teacher this in college, professor. I go, how do you light the dark? You know? And the answer is open the aperture, for those of you who care. But you have to take everything into consideration, and that's why you'll see I was always wearing a white shirt, or the white dress shirt, but I also have white Expert Authority Effect shirts, Expert Authority Effect Publishing specifically. Just test your stuff out. I'm going to go to dinner. I'm going to have fun. I'm not losing sleep over it. I'm not losing sleep over a lot of stuff. But if it's 3 minutes before you're supposed to go live and your guest is in the waiting room or green room, I don't know what to tell you. The people I've trained, do a checklist with them and get it so ingrained in them. I can do it quick enough, but if there's an issue with LinkedIn or Restream or Wirecast or whatever the deal is, there's not much you can do unless you have a backup system. I mean, you're literally talking about backing up different, swapping cameras, swapping software. So it's just, you're not going to. It's the advantage of in studio. You can have multiple cameras and different things, but if you're remote, you're kind of tied to the software. And truthfully, no matter what you're doing, you're tied to the software. So better have something reliable. Never really had an issue with the software, but it's why I tell you, I shouldn't even say it because I'm on here, but if you're using, okay, use your words. If you're using any platform as your business, it's not your business. It's you're using their platform. Stuff happens even if they don't act a fool. Roll out. See, you make an adjustment. Normally I'm not leaning this much forward, and I had to move the mic. I don't like it. Is that better? You have to make adjustments on the fly, and you have to get comfortable with this. That's why when stuff goes awry on the fly, what a guy giving great information from the sky. You can roll, nope, none of that. You can roll with it. Again, if you're doing it last minute for anything, it's just not going to work, or you're going to be stressed out, and you can tell those people from a mile away. So if you want to attract better people, get people who plan in advance. Proper planning prevents piss poor performance. How you do anything is how you do everything, and you attract to you who you are, not what you want. So, sorry, but if you don't like the way things are going, it's back on you. And that really annoyed me. But when I was done crying, I got to work and then slowly started changing it. And then went faster when I could, and even faster and faster. It's not complicated, but you might need to get out of your own way. It's not no. It's simple. But yeah, it's very complicated, actually. My apologies. So I will see you tomorrow. Check out EA interviews. Leave a comment below. Is this worth an episode? I don't know. I guess I could have expanded on the other thing, but I sucked up the little time I had troubleshooting. So we'll have success tomorrow, and I'm excited about that. But I had more to say. I was going to play some more jokes and bring up the stuff. But honestly, if you're focused on your own stuff and helping people, no matter what happens tomorrow, or guess what? None of that. I'm not a mind reader, but we're going to have another Thanksgiving and Christmas and New Year's, not only this year, but the following year. So that I don't mean to burst anyone's bubble, but no matter how the election goes, tomorrow we're going to have another one in 4 years. So either be real excited and lose your stuff tomorrow, or lose your stuff in 4 years and be really excited. I don't know. Either way, who are you helping tomorrow? How are you helping them? Did you improve yourself? How are you reaching out? When's the last time you talked to God? All of that is vastly more important. Not saying I don't care very much. But I talk about all the time what your priorities are and the highest and best use of your time. If you only had 3 hours this week to, maybe you want to accomplish a book. And this is something I talk about with our authors. The process is designed where it only takes executives an hour or two a week. They don't have time. You might have time, but are you investing it wisely? And if you don't have time, are you still investing it wisely? I'll tell you something. Let me make sure this is hooked up, because you know what? I'm changing one thing this year. And it's absolutely all the good stuff I've been saying for years. I'm receiving it. This better be hooked up. Hell yes. Go me 4 years ago. Finally promoting it. Go to eainterviews.com/rescue time. Hook it up to all your stuff and then forget about it and come back a week later. I've been doing this with authors since 2013 or 14. It's unbelievable. Put on your phone, put on all your laptops, your computers and everything, and it's unbelievable how much time you're wasting. Well, I don't have any time. It's because you're pissing it away. And I'd like to think I'm efficient. I know I'm not. Bree, Tim, and my niece can tell you I send plenty of memes. But I'm pretty efficient when I'm focused on business. And I'm like, yeah, I'm good. I teach people this. And this is like 10 years ago. And then I did that for a week. I'm like, I have no clue what I'm doing. It tracks your time, what you do, and how you use the apps, everything you do. It's fantastic. And then you look at it, and even the most successful of you, you'll go, I can still improve 10, 20%. Maybe you're not horrible. You know, you're not wasting 50, 60, 70, 80% like those losers out there, you know, because you're so judgmental. You know, don't judge people just because they sin differently than you do. But you'll still be able to improve about 10, 20, 30% most likely. Everyone's inefficient, even the most efficient people. And I'm constantly working on it, but it's I got it right here. Once again, eainterviews.com/ no, what did I just say? That's the other one. Rescue time. eainterviews.com / rescue time. Hook it all up and you'll be amazed. This don't look too bad as long as I sit very uncomfortably. Test your stuff. Oh, cool. This will be an episode. It's under 15 minutes. Yeah, why the hell not? I can do what I want. It's my show. I just want to help you. And that actually had some value in it other than the test. But stress test your stuff. Get Tim's book. There's a whole thing in stress testing. Get eainterviews.com / rescue time. And get your book done this year. I mean, seriously, it's not rocket science. I assure you, if I can speak whatever I speak, you can too. So with that, don't freak out no matter what. God's on your side. Talk to him. And have a great day. And God bless.